just missed the start anyway. Fuck. Welcome everybody, welcome. And we are with DRSL. We've just started the race. This is the first lap, numero uno. And we lead with Amuda, who also qualified in pole position, which is very good. So, this is Nürburgring GP. Quite a favourite for a lot of drivers. However, there are a few drivers that don't really like this track for various reasons. But, you know, it's just one of those things, I guess, one of those tracks maybe. Look at Amuda using up all the track. That's very good driving. So we head on back to Ivano, who is in second position, as we see it. So far, he looks a very good driver on this track. Very good. Somebody from India called Pagal Raja Jr. And then there's Craig, fourth position. Keep on going, Craig, you can do it. Oh, a bit of tough driving from fast JMS. That was a bit of bullying there, but should have been a little bit more patient, a little bit of shunting onto Craig. He's getting, quite frankly, he's getting bullied here. That's not good at all from Craig's perspective. Oh no. So it looks like he slips down yet another place, which is pretty bad. So he was in fourth, he's now in sixth. He may become seventh. He goes super wide on the hairpin and ends up coming out in sixth position, which isn't too bad, but he should never have lost those two places. Down the field we have JSR. Following him we have Boss K, who's in the Gay Pride car. Well, he says that, but it's Apple Computers, but who knows? Maybe one or the other, couldn't it? Demisha 9, well, driving a BMW M-Power, so should be interesting to see anything come of this drive. Although it's a nice car to drive, it just hasn't got the power that the rest, or the majority, have, unfortunately. However, we have Eric the Kid, who was doing okay last week, but unfortunately ends up being in 10th position in the SLS AMG. Way wide there. Come on, Eric, you can do better than this. Okay, well, Trout is on 11th position, just trying to follow the crowd in the AMG. He should have a good times in AMG, but something's obviously gone wrong there. Monroe towards the back in 12th position, a custom-made Smurfs livery. So that was that's quite good, isn't it, really? No plate on it, or no number board. It's interesting. No number board for number 12. However, we have Lurs Drums, who also came last week, I believe, and unfortunately he looks like he's going to become last as well. He is in the AMG, so it's you should have a good chance with it, but if you don't really know the car and respect its power, then you will be going nowhere fast. However, up front we have Amuda, the row livery. Good going so far. followed by, well, closely followed by Ivano, which is he's done very well this season, and if things keep going this well this season for him, he may be in need for a promotion to Tier 2. Who knows? Fast GMS, well, let's just say a minimal livery. but there you go. That's just the way it goes, I guess. Pagal Roger Jr. is trying his luck, but doesn't quite get past JMS. Unbelievable. He did try and get past him, but didn't quite make it there. But we have Mario and Marie, who's trying to overtake Craig. They're both, you know, pretty much side by side, with the JSR having a little bit of slipstream, and he's going on the inside, so this should be interesting. JSR should have this no problem without pushing anybody wide, and he did. Mario Marie messed it up by obviously getting tagged by one driver, and unfortunately ended up going wide and stopping. Slipping to 9th position from 5th. Unfortunate, but there you go. That Boss K, can he actually remain 10th without losing too many positions? So far, so good, I say. That's at the moment. It's got good, very good turning power, the VW Beetle. These are all Group 3 cars, so it's going to be very good. I believe they're all European. Should be interesting. As we look up the field a little bit, there's Demiesha, and in front is JSR, who's managed to get to 5th position, which is very good actually, because JSR, I believe, was down to 8th around when he started, but he made a mistake. Demiesha takes good care of that and says, thank you very much, I will have that position, thank you. And now we've got a whole long line of them, with Eric the Kid, Boss K. Can Boss take it on the inside? No, he cannot, so they stay where they are. But meanwhile, we have Fast JMS, who's just overtaken Pagal Roger Jr. With his minimal livery, sponsored by Mobil and Pepsi. So far so good, I think. If he can just make it stick, well, it seems Pagal Raja Jr. is really pushing him either to make a mistake or to drive even faster. Who knows? So let's have a look up front. Well, as we can see, Amuda is clearly the race leader at the moment, but can he? I mean, you can see how much he's actually pushing the car by using so much of the track, and it looks like he's doing so with abandon. And, final turn, and there you go, no problem. A little bit smoother by Ivano, but these small mistakes, although you might not think much of, the small mistakes can either win you a race or lose your race. So if I was you, Amira, be careful of angles. Otherwise, you may not finish another race with a checkered flag like that. You know, you can't drive so wide because you'll end up getting another penalty. And he was very fortunate not to, quite frankly. So, well, let's have a look at Vano. Yeah, it seems to be a lot smoother. Fast GMS, obviously being tailed by Pagal Roger Jr., which is quite good. But it seems we have a look at Craig, and Craig has absolutely managed to drop to 11th. That's quite shocking because at first we saw him when he was 4th position, but now, well, as you can see, 11th position. As we can see, Craig P is in 10th because something's happened to Monroe, I think, or Rick the Kid. But either way, Craig's improved and is now doing his best, obviously, to catch up on Boss K. So we'll have a look at Boss K. Oops, I'll be right back, people. Oh, JSR goes wide. Oh, I just missed that, but he just goes wide into the sand. Bit of a mistake there. Really big mistake. Well, we travel with Boss K under a different view, and as you can see, he's trying to get the inside and then quicker on the exit, and it absolutely works. Well done. That's quite amazing there. He ends up braking quite nicely. So he is in the Beetle, so it should be quite good. Since the Beetle loves the cornering. Oh, look at that. Look at that. With the driver right next to him. Oh dear. JSR, will he yield? And unfortunately he's lost it on that corner, which gives Boss K a chance to get up to 6th, which is fantastic news for Boss. And it looks like JSR is under attack by Trout as well, so he's not been doing too great. So on Boss goes for the next person, which is Mario and Marie. However, Damiesha is from 2nd position, has gone into the pits, as was JSR. Obviously the tyre wear is a big factor in these races. But having a look at Craig, well, we can see Craig, he's obviously wants to pass these guys, but you've got to be careful on the exit there, Craig. Need to be so careful of the exits of the corners. Too much acceleration on the back end will spin around. Well, definitely an AMG engine, that is for sure. tap on there, but Roger Jr. just about holds it. Very good holding it there. Can he catch Roger up? My story is no, because he hasn't been in the pit yet to change the tyres. However, Pagal Roger Jr. has, so he's on absolutely fresh tyres. And unfortunately, Pagal Roger Jr. misjudges it on cold tyres and ends up spinning out in the final chicane, which is a bit unfortunate. Anyway, into the pits with the rest of the guys who haven't pitted already. They do need to. It will be a requirement with these cars. So with in first position, that's excellent job. However, Mariano Marie and Amuda will be doing their very best to catch him, since these guys have already gone into their pit and Ivano has not. So the burning question is, can he pit and come out in top, or is he going to come out in second or third? This is a burning question, really. But we have a look, and Ivano does pit this lap. Okay. Well, Amuda is second at the moment. It looks like he will overtake Ivano. So, yeah. And he has. Ivano does slip down because he does need the fuel. So, meanwhile, Muda is first, Ivano second. Pagal Roger Jr. is number 3, which is actually, he's trying his best to pressure Ivano to make a mistake. However, Ivano is just on brand new tyres. However, Pagal Roger Jr. still goes through. They're obviously very, very cold tyres for the tyres that he's just changed to. So Ivano will have to get used to the tyres just for one lap. So right now, since they're a bit cold, obviously he will lose another place to fast JMS. A bit annoying to Ivano, I must admit, but I've been in that situation many times before. I used to race in this league, but I did end up giving it up for commentating instead. So, quite frankly, my career was going nowhere fast, and I thought, you know what, let's have a go at commentating. And it's actually turned out okay. Well, you see Craig, he has pitted, he's got the fastest lap, fastest sector so far this time, and he's due for a fastest lap. if he can just get these two turns right, 1, 2, pretty good, I'd say. Final turn and through very nicely, and let's just see if he's going to take the fastest lap. Well, he doesn't, unfortunately. So he will keep on trying. So as a bit of it, the other guys haven't been doing too well, and Craig, his recovery has been fantastic. So well done, Craig. Boss from 8th position, he's managed to get up to 5th. Fantastic. You see, this is what we want. Improvements all around for every player, but of course for every driver, but naturally everyone can't have improvements. Some people have got to go down on the list while other people go up. So while these guys are going up, looks like JSR is also going down. Damien is also going down. Mario Marie down. So it's a bit of a problem. So they seem to be racing okay at the moment. Well, Ivano, who was number 2 at one point, is now number 10. Not a great race, I must admit, from Ivano. However, his first half was spectacular, but now it would seem that it's not so great after all. The kid is 11th. He does seem to push it a lot, sometimes a little bit too hard. Unfortunately for him, not to his favour. Monroe, come on Monroe, get it in gear, mate, get it in order. At the moment he's coming out of the corners a little bit too quickly. Fantastic Smurfs livery, but unfortunately there's no number on the car. I repeat, no number on the car. Should be number 12 on there somewhere, but I've had a look all round and I can't see it. So that's a bit of a pain, really. Skidding right there. Managed to come around on the final turn. Okay. Well, there's Drums. Obviously, he was last week, but is now about to be lapped by Amuda. And he doesn't know what he's doing, really. Bit of a shame, really. JMS is trying to overtake, also does, but what's going to happen with Miguel Roger Jr. That's number 3, so they've obviously all overtaken Lurs Drums at the moment, which is a bit unfortunate for Lurs, but then again, I do know how that feels. Yeah, it's not a great feeling, but you know, take the rough with the smooth, I guess. Well, Pagano Jr. is not driving too badly. He's getting up 3rd place, so it's not too bad. However, he does tend to power slide a lot. I know it's not the car because the car is pretty stable, so it must be, well, dare I say it, is driving. So maybe, just maybe, he needs to reevaluate his driving techniques. Well, we have a look down a little bit. We have Boss, who's in 4th, been driving pretty well all race. He came up from 4th, so as luck would have it, he seems to be racing very, very well. Well, with Craig in 5th, he was I think it was 11th at a point, but he's obviously had to work his way up. He started in 6th, I believe. So right now he's in 5th and catching Boss pretty quickly. So it's only going to be a matter of time before he takes Boss's position. Thank you very much. I will take that position. And I deserve it. And there's Lewis Drums. From the back green AMG. Pulling aside, so bravo to Lewis for doing that. Letting the faster go through. Trout is obviously racing all alone at the moment. However, we do have Mario Marie who's trying to follow Trout, but not much success here. Damiesha was in 3rd for a point, but is now in 9th. Bit of a shock there, quite frankly. Ivano was in 2nd, believe it or not, for the good half of the race, and is now, ever since his long pit stop, has ended up in 10th position. Bit of a disappointment, really, quite frankly. A disappointment. I know I'd be disappointed, but that's the way it goes sometimes, I think. Well, Eric the Kid, yes, we see him is in 11th position. Quite like the car design. Minimal, but it's effective, so I quite like that. Monroe, classic Smurfs livery. The Smurfs, yes, a wonderful blue-green Smurfs livery. Drums in last position, being lapped by those guys. Last of those 3 is Pagalbachan Jr. Followed by Fast GMS. But obviously these two are having a bit of a battle because they know that this lap here will be their final lap. So this is going to be rather interesting. So they are really fighting here. And a bit of a and this is going to be the final lap, you see. So obviously Raja Jr. will either have to settle for 3rd, and he's made a bit of an error there, big error. So unfortunately that's the way it will have to be with Fast GMS in second position. We have Pagaraja Jr. finishing in third. And what a fantastic race by Craig, because he managed to pass Boss and he ended up fourth. So great race by Craig. Boss in fifth, no problem. A casual drive by the checkered flag, no problem there. With Mario Marie, bit of a penalty, but he ended up going past in seventh, with Damiesha in eighth, JSR in ninth, and Ivano in the red car is the SLS AMG, and Eric the Kid yet to cross the flag, whereas Monroe has already crossed the flag. Blair's drums will not go up or down in position, and Eric the Kid goes round the penultimate corner, well, the final chicane, then round the final turn, and then he will finish the race in 11th. So Amuda wins this race. Fantastic race. And there we go, pole position by Amuda, started in a victory and the fastest lap. All that was missing was a clean race. But bravo sir, Amuda, you did great. And that's it for me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't liked and subscribed before, please press the bell button and subscribe to my channel. I will thank you very much personally, and I will see you in my next stream. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.